What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 22 Create a Club career mode here at AFC Newark. Today we are taking on Swindon Town in our first ever league game. We need to get off to the best possible start this season if we want to get promoted and out this league as quick as possible. Swindon Town is a very good test for us, and we're going to see today exactly how good this squad is. Before we get into the game, though, we do need to take a look at what's been going on around the club since you guys were last here. And we'll start with our pre-season results. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Pre-season, we are yet to win a game of football. We drew 1-1 with Milton Keynes Dons in our first ever game in pre-season. We took the lead in this one, but were pegged back later on via MK Dons. But in a game in which we felt rather comfortable playing against them, despite them being a League One team. And the performance wasn't too bad, but we couldn't get the result at the end of the day. We moved on to a 3-0 defeat and a big reality check against Barnsley. These were just so much better than us. We really did struggle against them. They managed to open up a lot of mistakes defensively and just catching us. And we didn't convert our chances, ended up in a 3-0 defeat, and hopefully the boys have learned something from that. We then went on to draw 0-0 with Plymouth, meaning that us and Plymouth both went out. MK Dons and Barnsley went through the group. We needed one of us to win and one of them to lose for any of us us or Plymouth to go through. We knocked each other out with a 0-0 draw, which means we've scored just one goal pre-season and yet to win a game. So it's not gone too well. But we're hoping that now we're at our level, at league level, we can maybe start to put some games and some goals away as well. And starting today against Swindon Town. Now, there has been some activity on the transfer market as well for us. We were suggested a few players from our scouts, also those you guys down in the comments. And we have made 3 new signings and spent all of our money. Our first new signing is MrJenk, 66 rated, right back. Right-footed, 21-year-old, English, 5'9", has a good amount of pace about him, can play right-back or left-back with 4-star weak foot, but he's going to mainly be featuring at right-back. After pre-season, he let us down a few times. He's not quite at the level where we want him to be. He's only 5'5" as well, which we really struggled with. And yeah, I think MrJenk coming in just adds that little bit of quality, a marquee signing really for us at right back, and a big money signing as well, costing us £1.1 million. We also signed this guy, a Polish goalkeeper from Jagiellonia, I think we signed him from. Zagonski, I'm not sure how we say this guy's name. Help in the comments will be great. 63 rated goalkeeper. He's 17, 6'2" from Poland, and he's probably going to start the season on the bench. He's going to have to battle with Myers as they try to get that number 1 spot. Myers 6'5", slightly taller, same rating like I say. Myers being at the club already, I think is going to get the nod, and Zagonski's going to have to try and play his way into the team. He's going to be given opportunities to do that at 17. He should grow pretty well, and I'm happy with this signing for just under £1 million. We then went and signed Oakley Booth. This guy, central midfielder, 63 rated, right-footed, 21-year-old, 6 foot tall, and a bit of height to our midfield. He doesn't quite make the starting lineup yet with the rating, but again, can play his way into the team with performances. And also, I'm expecting this guy to grow a little bit and maybe break Lawson out of the team. You know, we said last episode it's O'Sheng and Crook, the 2 guys who are going to be next up in line for that spot where the captain currently sits, but Oakley Booth now in that mix as well. So we've got 3 really good midfielders for backup. I do like this now. This is a very good little setup for us. And defensively, we've got a few options as well. I'd really like to add a few more, but unfortunately, we've got no money. So this is the squad going in unless somebody sells, which is a possibility. We've had a few offers for players, but nothing really major that I felt like I needed to accept. And this is the squad that we have going into our first game. Talking of our first game, we are at home for our first game as well against Swindon. We're going to finally get to see the Flowserve Arena. A little bit of background on the Flowserve Arena. One of my local teams played at a place called Flowserve, and it got shut down by the council. They want to build houses on it. It was a really nice pitch, the best pitch in the area. It was their home ground. They were developing it in order to move up the leagues, and unfortunately the council decided they was going to buy the property and build houses on it. So it's kind of a sad story, the Flowserve Arena, but you know, on FIFA we made it happen. We are ready to make this our debut in the stadium at professional level. Here are the lineups then for the two sides. We're going to go with Myers in goal, as I said. Zakonski's going to have to try and play his way into the team. We'll start with Myers and see how it goes. Hicks, Stevens, Goodwin, and new signing Sessegnon coming in at right back. The only three of the new signings to start today. This guy, I think, is a marquee signing for us, and I think could probably outgrow the club and move on for a little bit of money in the future. So really excited to see how he does. Lawson, Miles, Evans in the middle. Hargreaves, Morris, James, the front three. And pre-season, this has probably been our best squad. We played a rotation team against Barnsley. It didn't really work out for us. Some of the lesser players, we got spanked 3-0, as you know. So we've got to go with the strongest team coming into this. We're still learning how these players work and what these guys' best position is and the best way to play with these guys is. So it's going to be a learning curve, especially at the start of the season. But hopefully at a home game we can get some points, our first ever points as a professional team. Swindon line up with Ward in goal, Hunt, Kelsa Hayston, Conroy and Di Maio. We've got Payne, Grant, Reed and McCurdy, Dabra and Simpson starting up front. Team jackets. I like the fact that our team comes out with team jackets. Them boys are all in their kits ready to go. We're nice and warm, professional in our little jackets. I love it. It is going to be Swindon Town getting us kicked off. Simpson into Dara, and we are away here at the Flowserve Arena in our first ever professional game. Let's hope the points are on their way. We're going to see how good Swindon are today as well. We don't know the level of each of the teams really that we're going to be coming up against this season, who the better teams in the league are and things like that. So that's going to play out. We're going to have to figure that one out as we go. And Swindon, I think, is a really good test. Here's Simpson early into Stevens, and we're going to defend that one early pretty well. Here's Sessegnon on the loose. Oh no, he's ran straight into Hunt. Sessegnon's give the ball away. Good block by Stevens. We're going to survive here. Evans now to Lawson. There's James. James, the only guy to score. Our goal actually was a deflected goal pre-season as well. It wasn't a clean goal, a shot from the edge of the area that hit James on the foot and went in. So we haven't even really scored a clean goal as of right now. Here's Miles and Sessegnon linking up. Miles' ball into Morris, who turns on the edge of the area, but can't get his shot away cleanly. Ward's throw that was gone straight to Miles. There's Morris again. Can he score this time? No, he can't. A better test of Ward. Ward's going to kick it early. Sessegnon's going to win it. Swindon, I don't know what they're trying to do here, but they're playing themselves into trouble. Here's James. Lawson, nice turn. Into Hargreaves. Now Evans. Miles. Little dink ball into Morris. Can he turn? Can he finish? He can't. Defender gets in there. Goalkeeper Ward is going to clear it away, but he's not going to get any sort of respite for this Swindon side. James into Evans. Really nice from us. Evans back to James, who puts it wide this time. Great start for us, though. Lawson here, 26 minutes in. Hargreaves. Just wait for Evans to get around him. Try and get some yards up the pitch here with Evans as he can bring the ball forward. Evans into Morris. Back to Miles. Miles, a deflection on the pass. Will find Lawson's feet though. James now. Turning around on the outside. Can't get around Kessler Hayden. Hayden. Oh, James just can't quite nick it. Sessegnon dived in. Would have been a free kick. Referee says play on. Hargreaves. Can he create something here for us? It's been kind of a muted game after that opening sort of 10-15 minutes for us. Here's Lawson. Trying one for the edge. Deflection. And Mayo's clearance. Now for a throw-in. We'll throw this one to Hargreaves. Half-time approaching. Still locked level at 0-0 here. Here's Miles. Good run from Lawson if we can find him again. Looking in behind. It's going to be in the box. Lawson, are you going to get that? He's not. Kessler was there. It's going to find Norris or Morris on the edge. I've got his name. Here's James. James back to Morris. And it's Ward with the save. A better chance for us. But the striker just couldn't quite take this one. Maybe took it a little bit too early. Maybe should have took a touch and took it into the box. But went for that first time finish. Just trying to catch the keeper out. As well to get a palm on it. We're going to get a chance from the corner just before the break here. We need a good delivery from Evans. Quality is there, and it's going to be attacked by Stevens. There's going to be a corner from the far side now. Good pressure early. Early in the game. Off time. Good one. Good pressure just before the break here for us. Evans with another delivery. This one in towards the keeper who stays at home. Going to be headed away by Conroy. Lawson gets to the ball, but it's not going to be kept alive. It is going to be half time. 0-0 at the break. after. Mayo coming forward. We'll find Payne in the centre of the pitch. Now Reed, got bodies here. Goodwin with a good challenge though, and Miles can bring it away, and maybe a counter-attack chance on for us here. Morris, Lawson. Miles has gone through the middle, but we just can't find a pass quick enough into him. Hargreaves has it now. Morris. We'll use James. Feel like a change is needed pretty soon here as we are starting to slow down. And there's 71 minutes on the clock. Nothing happening in the second half, really. Grant is going to give it away. Good pressure. Maybe now a chance. It's Morris. He's just tried to go to Hargreaves for some reason instead of into Evans, I think it was. The ball's going to be given away cheaply. Swindon looking to break down the other end. Here's McCurdy. He's the left back, Hunt. These two have linked up well today for Swindon. Put the pressure on Sessegnon on his debut. Dabra, ball through. It's McCurdy. It's a chance. It's a goal for Swindon. 75 minutes into this one. McCurdy has given them the lead. They have broken us down at last. We're going to have to make some changes, I think, now. Triple change for us. Kind of forced into this one. Lawson just wasn't good enough today. Gave the ball away a couple of times and didn't really do enough. Oakley Booth's going to come in for the remainder of this game. Crook's also going to replace Evans. And up front, Atkins is going to come in. Again, just the striker Morris just didn't do enough. 71 rated, but didn't really provide us with any real attacking threat. So hopefully Atkins can come on and help us out there. Unfortunately, he's only 60 rated. Reed for Swindon into Simpson. Stevens, he won that back, but it's given it away. And Payne is going to break through. And Payne is going to apply more pain to us. Giving the ball away like that, you just cannot do it. And we are 2-0 down here against Swindon. Not the start of the season we were hoping for at all. Wins it back, but just gives it away immediately. And Myers can't do anything about that one. 2-0 Swindon. 8 minutes to play. We need some movement attacking-wise, boys. We just stood looking at him while he's on the ball. Miles. Hargreaves, Atkins, just too slow. So Sejong will keep possession alive for us. Miles, Oakley Booth, Miles, Atkins, Hargreaves, can't find the way past Aldamayo. And pressure here, maybe win something high up the pitch. We need something pretty quickly if it's going to happen today. Ball win behind for Dabra and Swinton. Break in here, will he go to the corner? 89th minute of the game. Will come all the way back into Hunt. And McCurdy, the scorer of the first goal. Ball low along the floor. Hicks will get it away. A minute added on has been played. Rook will find Atkins, and that is the final whistle. And it's an opening day defeat for us. A 2-0 defeat to Swindon. Still no goal scored since that first pre-season game. And another 2 conceded here today. Not the start we were hoping for in League 2. A lot of work to be done. Another real reality check for us. I thought at this level we maybe had it, but unfortunately for us, it's proved otherwise today. This is a shock defeat, I think, on the opening day for us. To really be stumped like that, it hurts. Maybe we need more changes with no money. It's going to be difficult. Just want to kick off with a defeat. I hope the supporters will have to be patient. I mean, you know, we're a new club, new league. It's going to take a while to get it right. So the supporters and the board can have a little bit of patience with us. Oakley Booth made his debut today. Were we impressed with his first performance? I wanted to see how he fitted in. I think that's right. You know, we didn't want to throw him in too early, but he's got to gently be edged into this team, and hopefully he is a good fit for us. Zakonski was involved with the build-up, but didn't make his debut, as we know. What was the thinker behind the move, though? But Tursky recommended him. That's not an option. I want to settle him in first, which we do. We do want to settle him in first. That's what we want to do with all our players. Sessegnon almost got sent off on his debut, did get a booking. I think what we might need is a striker on loan. I know we've got Morris and Atkins, but I don't see where the goals are coming from for us. I really don't at the minute. Hargreaves and James are centre forwards. We could maybe move one of them to a striker and try and get them scoring goals, or we could possibly bring in a loanee up front. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you have any suggestions for a striker or any of our players who you think could play at striker, then let me know in the comments down below. That, though, boys, is going to bring us to the end of today's episode. An opening day defeat to Swindon. Up next is a cup game against Harrogate Town. Looking forward to that one in the Football League Cup. Maybe a little bit of a cup run this season to start off with. That would be really nice. But we've got to get goals scoring, unfortunately. And it's not happening. But thank you very much for watching this one. I hope you guys did enjoy. And I will see you guys in the next one very soon.